Ooh, we in there, baby.
What up?
What's good,
What's
y'all?
Gucci?
We live. We here. TTE Talks episode 29. What's good, y'all? Thank you to all the new people watching. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe on the tubes. Help
Drop
out
a
the
TT
algorithm.
in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Let us know you in here. You say what's up.
You know, episode 29, y'all. We
29.
here. We here.
Iconic episode. Iconic episode. Steph broke the record. He was like, let me do it for my guys tonight, man. He said, let me do it for my guys because they're gonna do an episode tonight. Let me break it tonight.
He said, I got
So,
you.
hey.
I got y'all, TTE. I'm gonna hit this in their
So
face.
he gonna do it tonight in New York. In New York, he hit that.
Off an assist. Ray Allen was there all suited and booted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Reggie Miller. Reggie
good
Miller
place.
in the house that he done burnt down multiple times.
Many times. I just had one dude, respect, he has a show they got called Black and White Podcast. With A Ward. A Ward and him do a sports podcast. So they do Black and White sports podcast. And they did that before he started battle rapping. And he was like, when you look at the Knicks energy, why wouldn't nobody want to go play there? And I was like, you're right. The atmosphere is cool, but I think we've seen how the GM and the owner function. That's why people stay. That's why people stayed away from there.
Who else is on that podcast?
It's just A Ward and A1 Carlos.
Oh, okay.
They'll have Loso. Loso, he's on pretty frequently too. So yeah, that was crazy. I just saw the highlight like right before we was getting set up. I'm like, all right, there we go. Steph's in there.
We're gonna have some big names on here too. Soon.
Mm-hmm.
Someday. Soon.
Let's go.
Y'all already know. But anyways, man, appreciate y'all being here with us. I'm gonna hand it over to Bali. He got some special news for y'all, and I'm gonna pull some things up on the screen for my man.
All right, man. Cream City Pick'ems is all done.
All done.
All done. Deuce locked it up a couple of weeks ago. Suffer forfeited this week. So now we got the two contestants for the wheel. We don't have to worry about nothing, even though we weren't worrying about nothing. We're up by so much where we're good, so it doesn't really matter.
It's crazy, bro.
But yeah, we got Tua at the top of the leaderboard. He's been up there since since
week 2, week 3.
Yeah, that boy's been up there.
Boo.
Second we got Mookie. That boy's been climbing up and down, second and third.
Man, I don't think he got anywhere lower than 4.
No, I don't think so either. I think he's been steady at 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then third is myself, started from the bottom. We here. First 5 weeks, me and Soy Sauce, we was down and out.
We wasn't looking good, man.
We was down and out for a cool minute.
We was like, hey, we need to create some extra points here somewhere, man. We
were thinking about it, but it didn't. We got out of there. Fourth, we got Vita. He got out of there too. he was at the 6th spot for a cool minute too. So
the first 2 weeks.
Then 5, we got Soy over here, and then the last 2, the losers of the group, Sefa and Deuce.
The fact that Deuce is so far at the bottom when he literally created the big chilling category is blowing my mind.
My man said,
he was
I'm big chilling.
I'm big chilling. And he just ate it. He just ate it, bro. He ate it.
He ate it ugly. We got some other stuff for y'all too. That's the wheel. Let me pull up the wheel of disappointment. The wheel of disappointment. Go ahead and go through the challenges that they're gonna have to spin through, Polly.
Man. So we're gonna make it easy for them. It's gonna be 2 little skinny lines on each side. 2 little skinny lines. Get out a free jail card. Just for them. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's gonna be real skinny. You're gonna have this gonna be one of the spots, and then you're gonna have like the get out of jail free is gonna be like this big.
We got the first challenge, the cinnamon challenge. If y'all don't know, back in the day, back in the day, cinnamon challenge. That's tough.
It's like the early 2000s,
I remember
going in
Deuce did that
2010s.
one time already. So
yeah, I did that one time before too, and that was not good. I was a little kid, so give me some leeway.
I seen other people do it, so I ain't had to do it. I was like, "Oh, you dumb!" As I had my spoon ready.
We got the one chip challenge. You guys see how viral that went.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then this is one that Soy brought up. Black Death Mega Sour. Never heard of it.
That was from Vita.
Never heard of that.
Oh wait,
that was from Vita. Yeah. I don't know.
No, not Vita. Who? Somebody sent it to me. I don't know if it was somebody in TTE, but I've
heard of something sour, but I can't remember that one specific.
That mug is like it's like this big, and it's sour from outside all the way to like the very little inside filling.
Can't do that.
And then,
I'm just glad that I don't have to do any of it. So
yeah, this is. And the last one is we got a couple more. We got the TTE karaoke with the TTE chosen outfit.
I hope they both hit this one.
I think we need to predetermine the song so they can at least practice. What's the song?
And we're gonna have predetermined outfits. We're gonna vote inside our chat. So
she bang.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna find a thrift store down there and make them buy an outfit out the thrift store.
Oh, easy. $2 short shorts.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
$1 tube top.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Some cowboy boots.
Some cowboy boots with some shorts.
Oh God.
Oh man.
And then the last one, something you don't want to land on: double it and spin again to see what you are doing twice.
I would laugh if they both randomly hit the get out of jail free card.
Both of them hit this. That is gonna be tough.
Hey, imagine. Hey, all right. Hey, I'm gonna put this out there for them on a slim chance. If one of them hit the get out of jail free card, I'll do whatever. I'll spin the wheel. I'll spin the wheel.
Yeah, I'm not that
I'll spin the wheel.
I'm safe.
I'm safe. I'm good.
I'll spin the wheel, bro.
Okay, good.
Hey,
that's hilarious.
Or we could put another very small sliver on there that says group challenge.
Oh wow!
Yo, we'll discuss this with those that are big chilling. So this ain't determined. It's an introduction because we to the end. You know what I'm saying?
But out of all those, which one would you rather do?
I sing the hell out of karaoke easy. I just do that off principle. Yeah, I'll do that off principle. You know what I'm saying? If we're walking down the strip and somebody's singing on the corner, I'm just gonna hop in. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I was in it, I was begging for karaoke. I would have debated on the outfit, but yeah, karaoke easy.
That's a ticky tack moment easily.
Yeah, I'm running with that one.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing the sour.
Aside from that one, hey bro, the sour candy will like tear up the inside of your mouth though, bro. Oh no, I think.
You know what? I'm doing the cinnamon. I already did cinnamon.
The Reaper's the last thing I'm doing. I don't want. Nah.
Yeah, that's
the one chip challenge is the last thing I'm doing.
And if you have to do that twice, eat one chip twice, you're gonna have to eat it back to back. Just like 1, 2. Woo!
Hey, I'm ready to order the chips too. So as soon as we all locked in, bro, I'm ordering the chips and the Mega Death Sour.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Once they spin that wheel, man, we gotta get the items for it. So maybe the first day of Cream City Kickback, we'll spin the wheel and then get the items.
I'm gonna have all the items there. I'm gonna have all of them there.
Oh, we'll have them there then.
You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna be live on the episode, bro. It's gonna be part of the vlog. We're gonna update that whole thing on this channel. So y'all gotta follow to tap into it.
Oh yeah. Let's go. We in there. That's gonna be crazy, bro. Wow. I'm so glad I'm not doing none of that.
I'm glad I picked the way I picked.
Yes.
All right, Pilot. First segment of the day, man.
Oh, and on the spot, man.
On the spot.
Straight to it. All right, man. What is one snack from your childhood that they stopped making that you want to bring back?
Ooh. Snack from my childhood that they stopped making.
I'll go first. There was this one. I don't know if you guys remember the Cheeto Twisted.
Oh, yeah.
Twisted Cheetos.
Yup.
Those hit different than what these ones hit now. Like,
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I had those for a cool minute.
Okay, so one, can the dollar menu go back to being the dollar menu? Saying actual dollars for McChickens and McDoubles and fries and hash browns. Hash browns is like $2.50 now.
Only thing that's $1 now is like a cheeseburger.
Yeah, so that y'all remember the canned chips? Not the Pringles, but Cheetos had like a little canned chips that had the Fireball puffs and
yeah.
That's the one I'm coming back for. Yeah, that's the one I would run back.
They did come out with like a remake of it, but it came in a bag.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't taste the same.
Let me see. I gotta go with. All right, see, there's two things. This is a drink and a food.
Duncan is here with your
the drink
holiday
is
helpers.
Y'all remember Surge?
Yep.
Surge was the it was the man. It's this green drink in a green bottle and must look like Hulk juice, bro.
Blockbuster, get that
Surge was it, bro.
Maybe if I see it, but I don't remember.
Surge was it.
Yeah, Surge was it.
Man, Surge was. Let me see if I can find I'm gonna put a picture on the screen so everybody can see it.
Yeah, Surge. That was like Mountain Dew times 10.
Surge.
Jeez.
Surge was it, man. It usually I'm usually coming in a bottle, but man,
mellow yellow, man,
Mellow yellow.
3D Doritos, man. I know they brought them back out, but they're bud. There's like a whole different
the regular
recipe.
flavor.
But there is no regular flavor. It's just like spicy. She said, probably too young for Surge. Hey, he probably is. This is like 06, 07.
06, 07, what is that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 05. It's like 05 to 07, bro. They used to have it on tap at McDonald's.
I was 8 or 9. I wasn't really thinking about all that.
Oh, yeah. He was drinking whatever was in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Surge and 3D Doritos, man. The ones now is, this butt.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, next one. What used to be considered trashy, but now is very classy?
Champion clothing line.
Facts.
Bruh.
Facts. Oh my.
Bruh.
Fila shoes. Fila shoes.
Reeboks.
Anything that's nostalgic wear now. My wife said it when she first got like her first interview with her clothing line, and they're like, "What inspires you?" She was like, "Well, I don't throw nothing away because fashion recycles itself." You know what I'm saying? She was like, everything. And then, bro, I remember being in middle school. I don't know if y'all remember the deal, but Fila used to have a 2 for $89.99, $79.99 shoes.
Yep.
Like my parents used to run that up for us. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, 2 shoes for $35, $40. So I used to have I had 4 pairs. You know what I'm saying? I had them, bro, and people, they're like, people roasting them, but now everybody's wearing them. Champion clothing line. My mom had me in JCPenney. Tough, bro. You know how some more parents is. They be, this is nice, ain't it? This is nice.
Man, they try to hype it up too. It's a nice colors, you see? It's matching all of your outfits.
Champion clothing. When Champion came back like that, I was like, wow. Yeah, don't throw away nothing, bro.
Serena got a Champion sweater from like 12 years ago, bro. That must still look brand new. I looked at how much them things going for now. They're like $140. Bruh.
Yeah. Them was flea market tees back in the day, bro. Them was flea market tees back in the day, bro. You used to get starter jackets for like $20, $25.
Man, starter.
we was in flea markets heavy, bro.
Used to be trashy, but is now classy.
Yeah, I don't even see starter stuff in Walmart anymore.
Nah, they took them out.
Well, now there's a whole bunch of the vintage retailers, bro, who's buying
Yeah.
them out of box and loads and tripling them up.
Those vintage tees, bro, that they $10 for the original price 10 years ago, they selling them now for like $80, bro. It's crazy.
$80.
Like it's a graphic tee. It just got Dale Earnhardt on there, bro. How y'all charging $80 for that?
I don't even know who Dale is.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't even know who Dale is, bro.
Damn, I'm gonna just go with Vita's answer, bro. Classy.
Yeah, that's true.
Used to be trashy, but it's now classy. Yeah, man.
Y'all don't even know who Tasmanian Devil is, and y'all are selling a shirt for $1.20, bro. Get out your minds, man.
I was gonna say Lunchables.
Hey, nah. Let me tell y'all, anime.
Okay, so I always seen a post, and I have to agree with it. I don't think anime was trashy. I think the kids who ran around schools with sticks for knives and would be screaming during lunch made it like that, bro.
Bruh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, people used to, bruh. I mean, I never did that, but I was always watching anime, and I used to, I used to see the people making fun of them, and I'm just like, damn, y'all ain't gonna make fun of me, but y'all find out I watch anime, make fun of me, I bet y'all beat your ass like Naruto did.
Mm-hmm. I kid you not, bro. It was always those kids, bro. And you know how they dress, the black pants with the chains on them, and the black trench coat. And they'll grab the biggest stick and just run with it on the way to school. You'd be like, bro, you ain't gotta do all that.
You got that little haircut that goes all the way up here.
Yeah, man. Now everybody looking at it like, man, anime's so cool.
Yeah,
it's like y'all was the ones that was getting made fun of back in the day, who's just now comfortable saying it out loud. So Serena said lumberjack shirts coming back too. Coming back tough. Yeah, they are. I ain't gonna lie. I was a lumberjack shirt wearer.
Anime, they got a lot of merchandise and like Zoomies and all the those big retail stores.
Hot Topic. The stores where if you walk in the first half, it's anime. The second half is like toys that you shouldn't be looking at if you're not 18.
That's right.
Hey, so I take Nana in there, right? They always usually Hot Topic. He says wherever Spencer's usually have a box right there of like $3, $4, $5 t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Pick a couple up. Dad, look, Dad. Oh, we can't go too far back. Don't pass the register. No. Don't pass the register. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, "What's back there?" And me, I'm an engaged parent. It's just stuff for adults that I just don't think you should have to worry about right now. And then she'd be like, "Okay, cool. Like, all right, we'll deal with that later." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I used to always PacSun, Zoomies, Hot Topic. I used to always go in there and grab, cartoons, Ninja Turtle. I used to always go in there for my Ninja Turtle shirts, bro. And now people just running them up like, man, y'all so whack.
All right, next one. What set of items could you buy that would make a cashier the most uncomfortable?
What set of items could you buy? The stuff at the back of Zoomies and Spencer. Stuff at the back.
Hey, bro, that booty wart cream. that booty wart cream. You bring that up. If you bring that as the only item up to the register, bro, you can't tell me that this fool ain't gonna scan it and look at you and be like,
yeah.
Have fun now.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably a man thong.
Maybe ropes and duct tape.
The ropes and duct tape.
Oh, facts.
I'm like, we're remodeling.
It's a remodeling.
Ropes, duct tape, and a shovel.
Remember first time buying a condom? I'll take one, please.
Can I get one of the lifestyles? What size you want, sir? Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Do you want flavored? Who's gonna taste it?
Hey, that was the most awkward thing ever.
Oh man, that was tough. All
That
right.
stuff is hilarious.
Name a song that makes you want to be a better person.
Up until about from the age of 5 to maybe 11, it was "I Believe I Can Fly."
I used
Everybody.
to think that
Yeah, yeah, and then R. Kelly happened. You feel me? It is no longer "I Believe I Can Fly." So,
Oh man, that's funny.
Damn, that's a
damn,
good question.
that's a good question. It is a good question. Oh man, I
Um,
had to double back on that one.
gotta
I
look.
really have to double.
Let me scroll through my phone real quick.
Um,
Damn, that's a good question. What's a song that makes you want to be a better person?
I'm gonna say "Overtime" by Nipsey Hussle.
Hmm.
So go. I think.
I was back in his mailbox mixtapes. That was a dope one.
It
Uh,
probably is a Nip song, honestly.
Yeah, most likely.
the uncomfortable Andy Mineo. I'll go with that one. I know that one always motivates and pushes me. Uncomfortable Mineo.
That boy, so he's
Bruh, I'm gonna have to say,
rolling.
hey, it's probably one of Joyner Lucas's, cause honestly, it's probably a
Joyner Lucas.
Joyner Lucas song for real, for real.
I've listened to only his like diss tracks, and that's like
Actually,
all the
no.
music he put out.
I'm gonna go with Nip Dedication.
Dedication.
Serena said, "One man can change the world." Ooh, even if I'm gonna go way back, it's probably Bone Thugs Change the World.
Man,
So I don't think a lot of people really listen to that song.
no.
You really listen
I'm
to the words
very.
of that song?
I'm surface level with Bone Thugs. Not to take anything away from them, but I know for a fact I don't appreciate them like most people do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, like I know the songs, but again, it's just the vibe, it's the thing, it's the name. I'm not like deep down like Bone Thugs really magnified the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I know they did, I just don't. It just never got there with me.
Baby Mikey says the McDonald's song. Hey, if y'all kids ever hear that song, turn it off.
Oh my god, yeah.
Turn it off. I just
All right,
want some
next.
McDonald's. Damn it.
Next one. All right, another song one. If your life had a theme song, what would it be and why?
My life had a theme song. What would it be and why? Shoot, man.
I'm gonna say "Bounce Back" by Big Sean.
Bounce back by Big Sean. Bounce back, Big Sean. Man,
Damn,
it's
a theme
another one I
song.
have to think about. My life had a theme song.
So we all go through up and downs and stuff. And was the how does it go?
I got to think about that one. I'm gonna come back to that one.
Yeah, it's back. That's not take the L. I bounce back.
I'm gonna have to come back to that one.
Young Go, whole vibe.
Whole vibe.
Whole vibe.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's my theme song right now.
Come back to it.
And Bala hit with the questions today.
Mm-hmm. The last one. Do you have any food quirks? For example, like do you arrange a particular food in a certain way, before eating or eat certain foods in a particular way every time.
She said, "Period." I guess that's her theme song too.
So, like, all right, so you know the Japanese steakhouse? Like, if you go to a Japanese steakhouse,
The one they cook in front of you?
yeah, the one that cook in front of you.
Oh yeah.
When I'm there, I have to order an extra side of rice.
Facts.
So, like, okay, so I order an extra side of rice, and I always order an extra side of shrimp because the rice that they give me and everything, I won't save for my meal. So I know when I'm there,
that gets eaten.
Yeah. I be like, yo, give me an extra one and an extra entree of shrimp. I'm gonna eat that, and then the rest, like, cool. If I don't, I'm not gonna bother with that. Like, I won't save it. For me, I'm not gonna lie. Usually, I have to finish my whole plate at one time. Like, I'm gonna get a bite of everything almost in every bite, like piece by piece.
For me, I don't know why it is, but I don't drink until my food is done.
Yeah, that's me too.
Like, I'll have a whole ass drink sitting there, and I'll drink it before the food comes. Like, I'm drinking it, no problem. As soon as the food comes, I forget about my drink, eat my food, and then I look at my drink like, damn, I'm thirsty.
Why
Yeah,
you say
usually-
me? Yeah. Go ahead, Bruce.
Mine is usually I eat one thing at a time. So like burger and fries, I usually just eat the fries all at once, and then I go get the burger. I usually just do that. My girl usually just tells me to eat both at the same time. I can't do it. That's my food quirk.
I didn't notice. I think I do that too, but like I'll drink a lot of drink before I eat. And if the lady be like they bring a drink, like I'm pretty much gonna drink that one down real quick and be like, I'll take another, please.
Serena got a whole ass explanation, but it basically comes down to I save my last bite, so he eats it, I get pissed, he's not satisfied. Like, man. Hey, I also gotta have some sort of sauce on everything.
Yeah, me too.
Like, there has to be sauce. Like, even if it's a burger and there's already sauce, I'm grabbing a ranch to put on top of that or something to eat with it.
It's either I'm not big on appetizers, like we go out, I'm not big on appetizers, but it's either appetizer or dessert if I get one. It's not both. It's not both. I don't ever actually order the whole entire thing. So, yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, man. That's it for the on the spot questions for this week, man.
Cool.
Come back next Tuesday for those.
One of my favorite segments, man. We'll be back on next week, Tuesday, with more on the spot. I think we got another segment coming this Thursday. But, man, let's jump right into it. Week 14, week in review, man. Soiled or cemented, man. We had a lot of good games.
A lot of good games.
Some not so good games. Some teams got blown out. The Raiders.
Again.
Good thing I didn't go on a limb and pick them, man. They was looking good for a minute. Them emails came out.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter because, except for forfeited.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm glad we over that.
That's true.
Yep.
But, man, the very first cemented or soiled, we'll go straight to that game. Cowboys football team. It was looking like a blowout at the beginning because it was 24-0 going into the third quarter. And then Washington just went crazy.
They had a couple turnovers that stopped them. Like, they really had a couple turnovers. Washington, a couple fumbles that defense scored off of.
Mm-hmm.
And then they missed on their own. Like, on 2 drives in a row, they had catches the receivers dropped. At the end, I was like, yo, that was going to put them in, like, position to score. So Cowboys is cemented. They are a playoff team.
Yeah.
When we look at trajectory, you're kind of like, I think they kind of plateaued, and they are what they are. But it's a good thing to say when you think about the Cowboys coming into the year. We thought they would be an offensive-heavy team.
Yeah.
But now that their defense is playing the way that they're playing, it's like, okay, the best thing about you right now is your defense. So that's a good thing for you.
Sure. That's definitely a good thing for them. I mean, especially coming from a team that they always had the offensive firepower with, Ezekiel Elliott. They had some receiver at some time always. But it was always the defense. Sean Lee was always hurt. Van Der Esch was always hurt. It was always kind of a rotation from their linebacking core. DeMarcus Ware in and out. But they're a healthy team now. So, it's a good thing that they know who they are.
I think Washington and the Eagles. I think whoever loses that game doesn't make the playoffs.
I think that's next week.
That's next week, right? It should be the next game. Because I don't want to soil it for Washington.
No?
I don't. I really don't. Like, a part of me just doesn't want to say soil.
Let's look at what the playoffs are looking like right now for those teams. So Washington's in 7th right now. They're 6-7. We're 6-7. Minnesota's 6-7. We know Minnesota has a tough schedule the rest of the way. I think Poliv might be frozen. But I don't know, man. I think that'll definitely be a big game. I can't count on Atlanta and New Orleans. Yeah, we could look at coaching. Yeah, we could look at talent for New Orleans specifically, but I just can't count on them. Taysom Hill isn't the dude. Matt Ryan doesn't have what he needs to be successful.
You can just scroll up, Oos. We don't need to see nothing from 10 down. We don't need to see nothing from 10 down.
Oh man, we lost Spotlight for a little bit. We'll take the cameras. We'll take the cameras off for now. But
we'll get him back.
Just looking at it, man, it's tough. It's tough. San Francisco's just a game ahead, and they're getting beat up, man. You talked about this at the beginning of the season in our very early episodes. Is that division's just gonna beat each other up, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, that really is what's happening. Green Bay's got the number 1 spot, which makes me believe this is literally going to come down to the last week of the year.
Tough,
because I don't think either one of them want to give up home field.
Yeah, Tampa or Green Bay, and I think they have the most. They're the most likely to lock in that number 1 spot is Tampa or Green Bay.
Yeah, Arizona. Yeah, because Arizona doesn't have the tiebreaker over Green Bay. Green Bay has the tiebreaker over Arizona.
Yeah.
So now you're asking them to fall out, and I don't think that's what's going to happen. So now, pretty much Tampa Bay can't rest nobody, and Green Bay won't be able to rest nobody because you want that bye week.
Yeah. It says right now, Green Bay owns the tiebreaker over Arizona and Tampa based on win percentage and in-conference games. So really all Green Bay has to do is just win the same amount of games as those other two teams and they're locked in.
That's it.
So, and I mean,
that's all it is.
We already saw the beginning of the tough part of the schedule for Arizona Cardinals as they're over there, starting to get beat up. Had a tough game this last weekend against the Rams.
Yeah.
But going back, man, I think I agree with you. I don't think that the Redskins have soiled it just yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if you're looking at it right now, Washington or Minnesota, which one of those two teams right now, when you look at, would be a better fit to be at number 7?
Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, probably Minnesota, but for the sake of momentum, Washington. For the sake of momentum, probably Washington and Philly has an equal chance to be up there. I think Washington has a little bit more momentum going into these next couple of weeks, as do the Eagles coming off Minshew Mania. Whatever, they were able to rest Jalen Hurts for 2 weeks. Now they have an opportunity to make a play. I just think Minnesota, like we talked about before, man, very similar to the Bills. They've taken some tough losses. I mean, they're coming off a win this week, aren't they? With Dalvin Cook coming back and going crazy. But how much is that sustainable, especially when Kirk Cousins almost soiled it for you?
Yeah, so this is when you look at the playoff picture as it stands right now, Washington will be going to Tampa Bay. San Francisco will be going to Arizona, and Dallas and the Rams will be playing each other. I don't think Dallas wants to see the Rams. If you ask me,
I think most likely they're gonna have to with
somebody's
with the
gonna
Bucks,
have. Yeah,
with
the Rams is gonna face somebody.
Cardinals and stuff.
Yeah.
The Rams are they're starting to figure it out on defense.
Said who?
The Rams.
The Rams. So I could pretty much sit here and tell you today, I'm 75% sure Arizona's going to still win the division. Like, I still think they'll still win the division, which puts them at 3. Unless Dallas wins out and moves up to 3. And puts Arizona down to 4. Which would make them have to face the Rams again.
Yeah.
One of those, pretty much one of those 2, 3, 4, and 5, one of them's going to get kicked in the first round.
I can tell you, if Washington's sitting there at the end of the year, Tampa doesn't want to see Washington.
No.
Tom Brady does.
I think
Tom Brady does want to see Washington.
Yeah.
Tampa doesn't want to see Washington. They're not as healthy as they could be, especially without Chase Young. They've been missing Montez Sweat. I don't know if he came back this last week, but I don't think they want to see Washington, man.
And football team in Ron Rivera, they kind of got the Buccaneers number right now. So I wouldn't want to see them either. So,
Ron, I told y'all, Ron doesn't meet expectation; he overexceeds. So when his team's supposed to win and he has everything, it just seems like he doesn't get it together. But when they're down, he knows how to rally them dudes. He has a really good record after Thanksgiving, so that's why I don't count them out.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, I mean, I do agree. I think right now, I think it's just a matchup between Rivera and Arians. I just think he kind of has his style clashes with what Arians usually likes to do.
Yeah.
And I just kind of think that's what's it there. But I also don't think you want to give Tom Brady a pretty much to be the 4th time he plays them in 2 years.
Thanks.
If they have to face in the playoffs, I don't think I would want to give Brady another chance to be like, all right, I'm not about to let this happen. And so,
so I think we can agree that Washington hasn't soiled it just yet.
No. They haven't soiled it.
So next one on the slate for there is we actually got the 49ers game going into next week, kind of foreshadowing what we're going to see next week with the redemption game. Oh, that was this week. Was that this week?
Yeah, this week, the redemption game. Yeah. Yep, 49ers, Bengals. Both of them came off of losses the previous week. Came back, played in Cincinnati, had a hell of a game this week. Won in overtime on a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. When I look at that game, I can tell you I want to see Cincinnati in the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to make it. I think Cincinnati gives me that feel of how we felt about the Chargers and Justin Herbert after last year. Like, okay, we could see a lot what's going on here. We could see a connection. We could see the growth. So I want to give them a playoff game to be like, hey, go out here and get this experience and let's see what y'all look like under that. You still got a new head coach. I found out something about Joe Burrow. I realized why I don't like Joe Burrow. For 2 reasons. I don't like my quarterbacks who stay in college that long. You know what I'm saying?
Was he 6 years?
I think like 5 years. He's older than Lamar Jackson and a lot of these other quarterbacks already. So he's not a 22, 20. He's like 25-ish. You know what I'm saying? Which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I just don't prefer that method. Like Kenny Pickett coming out this year. That's why I'm like, yo, stay away from Kenny Pickett. He's been in college forever. You know what I'm saying? But I would want to see Cincinnati in the playoffs, but I think due to their schedule, they're not going to make it now.
I mean, it's still up in the air because the Ravens with Lamar Jackson hurt. We don't know what that even looks like, right?
Yeah.
Like, they've been overcoming injuries all year. It looks like they were going to overcome the loss of what's his face from last week, Marlon Humphreys. It looks like they were going to overcome that, and then Lamar Jackson goes and gets hurt.
Yeah.
So that might have kind of been their in. I don't think they've soiled it just yet. But I do think the 49ers need to win these next pivotal games going into their conference games, or else they're out.
So I want 49ers in. like as an outside person, I would want the 49ers in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like one of those teams, and again, I'm not gonna say they would win, but Kittle they're starting to get that whole group going now. You know what I'm saying? They're really. I didn't look at his stats right before we got like 13 for 151. Like Kittle's like they got it going now. I think they got it going now.
Debo
And
out the
so
backfield.
yeah, they have it going. They have they're there. They're back to that team that went to the Super Bowl. I don't think as dominant defensively, but I think they found out how to work this team. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like, okay, this is how we have to work with this team. This is what we're gonna do. So I would want the 49ers in. I would want the Bengals in. I think the 49ers have a way better chance of getting in than the Bengals because the Bengals do have to play, I believe, Cleveland, who's going to be fighting, Kansas City, who's going to be fighting, the Ravens. It's like we said it before, every game for the Bengals from here on out is a playoff game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I am impressed with Joe Burrow. Oh, he reminds me of Datara. That's what I forgot to say.
Datara.
Yeah, Joe Burrow reminds me of Datara, like attitude, all that stuff. It reminds me of Datara.
That smug attitude.
Yeah, that's why I don't like.
About to blow some shit up.
yeah. That's why I don't like him. Hey, that receiving core is dope though. Jamar Chase, Higgins, man, they're fire. Yeah, T Higgins so fire, bro. They're dope, man. They're dope. I would like to see them in because I would like to see. It would, like I said, it was like Herbert last year. We want to see you win because we want to see what's going to happen when you get there.
What you think about him, Polly? What you got? What's your take on what they look like over the next couple of weeks?
I can tell you this. I know who I don't want to see. I don't want to see the 49ers in the playoffs.
Oh, man. All right, so watching that Bengals game, bro, there's something about the 49ers that's different on offense.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that's different. You look back there, you see Elijah Mitchell, and you're just like, okay, they got one running back, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you see Debo go back there, and it's like, okay, it's a slot receiver, whatever. Then this man got 80, 90 yards rushing in 4 or 5 carries.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, I think if they can get Ayuk to stay healthy, that offense gonna be moving.
Yeah.
Moving.
It really is.
It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so and y'all keep me honest on this. I think the 49ers receiving core and offense is starting to hit more of a stride consistently than the Kansas City Chiefs are collectively.
Yeah.
Because I watch a Kansas City Chiefs game and I see Kelsey, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't see nothing from Tyreek Hill. They got Josh Gordon a touchdown this last week on the little stupid shovel pass for 2 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see nothing else from anyone else.
Yeah. Outside of Kansas City's Raiders games, Mahomes has had on paper below average stats, QBR, and everything. So it's a good thing to say that their defense is the best thing about them right now. But again, if you played Aaron Rodgers in that Green Bay game, y'all was gonna get toe up. If you know what I'm saying, you almost lost the Giants. You had Dallas, and Dallas played a lower average game than what they used to play, and they was missing people.
Yeah,
you play who's in front of you.
Yeah,
you play who's in front of you. Yeah, you play who's in front of you, but that was limp. You know what I'm saying? That was real limp. So I can't give them I'm not gonna be the one to be like, you are who you were back then. Right now I do think, like you said, we was to measure them now, I would be more fearful playing the 49ers than to play the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Facts.
Absolutely. I think it's safe to say that we'll be revisiting soiled or cemented for these two teams over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just because one loss is big.
Yeah, can you check who the 49ers play here over who they finish out with? Because again, I know the Bengals.
49ers got
Falcons,
Atlanta next week, Tennessee, Houston, and the Rams. Very winnable games.
Very winnable.
Very
for real. They could take the next 3.
They could take the
absolutely.
next 3. I think. Yeah.
They can take the next 3.
The only one that's away is at Tennessee. Or they got to go play Vrabel and them boys over there.
Yeah.
I think if they win 2 of these, I think they lock up their position in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll be 3 teams in the from the NFC West in the playoffs.
And I don't think I think that Los Angeles Rams game that's not going to come down to really any implications.
Yeah, I don't think either.
I don't think. I think, you know what? Matter of fact, I actually think it will. Because if you go back to the playoff thing, I think it will show which one of them, either the Rams or the 49ers, has to go play Arizona again in Dallas. Because if we're sitting with the assumption that Tampa Bay and Green Bay are number 1, then remember, 7's going to play 2. So pretty much whoever makes it in is going to play Tampa. Green Bay is going to be on a bye. Arizona's going to play 6. And then 4 and 5 are going to play each other. So you could almost say that they will be fighting all out to that game. Or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not.
Rams got some tough games ahead for sure, but I think there's 3 very winnable games there. Seattle, they're going to be at home against Seattle. It's always a battle against Seattle, but there's some reason they just always got Russell Wilson's number.
Yeah.
Always. Minnesota, they're going to be at Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's cut out to beat this Rams team. We still don't know if they're going to have Odell going into next week. He's been put on COVID protocol amongst some other players over there for sure. And then the Baltimore game. That'll probably be their big problem game, is the Baltimore game.
Yeah.
But I think similar to San Francisco, if they can win 2 of these, that last game doesn't really mean much positionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But I think it's safe to say that we'll be revisiting the Niners and the Bengals over the next few weeks. See if, the soil that are cemented. The last one Vita had on here was the Rams and the Cardinals. The Rams and the Cardinals. You put an interesting question in the chat earlier today. You want to ask it here?
About the Beckham's production?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see his production over the last, since he's become a Ram, has been pretty much already more than what he's equal to what he's done in Cleveland.
As a whole.
Yeah, as a whole. And we asked that question when we first got there, was who would you rather have, Kupp or OBJ? We all said we would take Cooper first. And I think, like James Harden and KD, sit on the side and eat and let him do what he's got to do. Be productive, but you don't have to be that dude here. Cooper's going to open everything up for you. You go get what you got to get. Win your matchups, call it a day. I think Van Jefferson has had 2 pretty big games since he's got there too.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's helping. Yeah, I think that it's helping Van Jefferson out a lot too, which is a good thing for them. In this game, I saw them aim to run the ball a little more. But I'm not gonna hold Matt Stafford, man. When you play a good game, you deserve credit, and he threw some dots out there, man. He threw some dots out there. And again, I don't think he hasn't had the ability to play in a lot of these bigger games, so he's going to be under a microscope. Now that he's going to be in a lot more of them. But he did his thing that game, man. You know, as fast as we got to tell him you were trash a game, give him his credit. He played a great game. Kyler had 2 picks. And they had like 2 fumbles too.
Yep, 2 fumbles.
So they kind of soiled themselves on the turnovers, man. They really did.
Yeah.
I give it up to Sean McVay, man. Like you said, 20 carries for Sony Michel. Bro, a couple weeks ago, we was talking about why y'all running the ball 9 times. So to come into this week and run the ball 20 times. Cooper Kupp is the key to this success, man. Cooper Kupp, 13 catches, 123 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, a lot of those catches were from the 10 to 15 yard range. 7 to 15. All of that, man, that caused all of their safeties to start moving up. It caused all of their corners to start looking at those short routes, playing the first down lines as opposed to playing your role. This is when we saw Van Jefferson get over the top, catch that big long bomb for a touchdown. This is where we saw Odell Beckham cut right over the top of Cooper on that combination route to go and catch that touchdown. So I think this team is going to go as Cooper Kupp goes and Matt Stafford goes for sure. Mm-hmm. Which sounds weird because we've said over the last couple of weeks that you run the ball, you win. 20 carries, 20 carries for 80 yards. That's pretty damn productive to me.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. And it's like you said, it's not that you have to dominate the run game like a Patriot to them would. You know what I'm saying? But be productive enough to keep the teams honest, you know, and it helped that Aaron Donald had a big game like he did. You know what I'm saying? Three sacks. So like they really did their thing, man, you know, and as long as you could keep that number of runs to about 18 on top of what I would like to say is the 7 to 9 pretty much run pass plays they got, little screens, quick hits. As long as you could combo them in together, man, you get all the shots that you got.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. Great game by the Rams. Did this game change your guys' opinion on the Arizona Cardinals?
No. I think they were in the game the whole time, though. They just killed themselves with the turnovers. That was it. If they can just limit those, then I think they're still a contending team. Honestly, what's his face? Do you think if OBJ has more success throughout the rest of the year, do you think like Robert Woods finds his way out, even with his injury?
I think they'll run it back one more. I think they'll keep him.
With the emergence of Van Jefferson throughout these games too.
Yeah, I think they'll keep him.
Yeah, I think they'll keep him another year, just for the sake of there's not going to be a market out there for a wide receiver coming off an ACL injury. Right, so I think they keep him a year, but I think eventually it's going to be process of elimination. Somebody's going to have to go, and it's probably going to be Robert Woods just because he has a year or two more than Van Jefferson in the league. I think he has like 3 more years in the league than Van Jefferson. So it comes down to, are we going to take the youth, or are we going to take, an aging wide receiver, which we hate it, but we've seen it. We've seen it happen before. As far as does it change my opinion in the Cardinals? No, but it also makes me extremely weary over these next couple of weeks. To what Vita mentioned early in the year when they had a great start. These guys start off great and then they taper off. I just hope this is not. Bala said it, they were in the game the whole time, but those turnovers. We saw DeAndre Hopkins' first drop of the season against a young corner. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even good coverage. It was just a drop.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm almost looking at it like, is this foreshadowing of what we're going to see over the next few weeks? Are they getting beat up? Is that O-line going to hold up? Because Aaron Donald is going to Aaron Donald. But the rest of that D-line won their matchups.
Yeah.
That's scary. So we'll
Arizona's 3 losses came against this week the Rams, Green Bay when Green Bay was down, and Carolina team who was on the brink of going to the Super Bowl and just seemed to fall off. You know what I'm saying? One thing that worries me about Arizona is the same thing we just mentioned. Can't beat Green Bay. Yeah, you beat the Rams the first time, so they split with you here. You deal with the Rams, but even up to last year, they have like this ceiling of where we almost expect to know them to drop off at. And it made me begin to think of something was like, is this a Kyler Murray ceiling? Is this a Cliff Kingsbury ceiling? Because Cliff was 9-1, and he's in a contract year. You would have assumed they might have extended him. You know what I'm saying?
After 9-1? Absolutely.
Yeah, you would. There was almost an assumption like, you probably should have extended him. Like, I don't know if y'all want to wait to the offseason for this. You know what I'm saying? So I told y'all before I made the super hot take, I thought they were going to start off trash and he was going to get fired. And then Eric Bieniemy makes his way over there, which I still think you tap out, you get a first round knock. Kingsbury still finds his way out, and then he still finds his way over there because I would be interested in seeing him over there with Kyler. But I don't think it changes my mind on them. But where it stands right now, I'm almost positive whoever they play in the first round, I'm just gonna have them losing to.
Yeah,
that's just kind of how I feel right now.
I'm gonna be real wary about it, man, because a lot of the teams, a lot of those big name teams, you know, the Packers, the Rams, these teams that are out there, they're starting to get their stride, man. We talked about Leonard Fournette he's finding his ground game, bro, and it's crazy. Tom Brady's he's getting it together. That defense in Tampa's getting it together. The Rams defense was as scary as I've seen them since maybe early in the season.
Yeah.
This is without Jalen Ramsey. Their number one corner wasn't even playing.
Yep.
Like that's wild. If you got matching talent on the offensive side and the defensive side, and it's coming together at the right time.
Yep.
And then I look at an Arizona team. They're just now getting D-Hop and Kyler Murray back 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
How much of that is rust y'all are dusting off? How much of that is timing y'all having to get back together? Are y'all starting to taper off? This is what I'm gonna be worried about over the next few weeks.
So even at yourself now, right now, let's play the playoff matchup. Arizona, Dallas. Who you got?
Dallas.
Yeah, I'll take Arizona. So
I think I would take Arizona slightly. I think I would take them slightly.
I gotta take
Arizona Rams.
I gotta take the Rams.
I gotta take the Rams on that one.
Let's say Arizona has to find a way to play Tampa. Arizona, Tampa.
Oh, Tampa.
No. That's
Arizona, Washington.
tough. That's tough.
I gotta go Arizona.
Arizona.
For the simple fact that there's nothing over there in Washington that makes me believe you're gonna stop AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, and Christian Kirk.
And James Conner.
Who's the hoodwink of the year, bro. He gets the hoodwink award of the year, bro.
He really does. He really does.
This man has the most one-handed catches in the league.
Yeah.
What?
Real quick, can you look at Arizona's remaining schedule? Because that's one team that we actually haven't looked at. Because they've been kind of sitting up top.
I got the remaining schedule up. I was just about to talk about it. They got Detroit Lions next week.
Yep.
They got the Colts the next week after that, which I think they can lose. They're gonna lose that game.
They're gonna lose that game.
They do got a Dallas game before we get to the playoffs.
Yeah, they got Dallas
in Jerry World
at Dallas, and then they got Seattle, who could play.
Spoiler
for positioning reasons, So like, if they lose 3 of those 4 games, Rams could win the division.
They're losing at least 2.
They're losing 2. I guarantee they lose 2.
At the very least, they're gonna lose 2.
So yeah, we'll give them Detroit.
I'm not giving them Indy.
Oh yeah, Detroit's not gonna win a game to be tied with Jacksonville in record at all.
Yeah.
No way they win a game.
Yeah, those last 3 are all coin flip games.
Indianapolis.
Because Indy's got to play for they're playing a playoff game every game too, so they're gonna come out running the ball. They're the only team in the league that rushes over 30 attempts a game.
Facts.
So,
and I mean that's the number 1 and number 2 touchdown leaders for the running backs, which is Jonathan Taylor and James Conner. So that's gonna be tough, man.
And then bring Tony Pollard and Zeke the next week. They're gonna be run down. That defense is gonna be run down.
Oh yeah, they don't even have to worry about getting beat up by their conference. They're about to get beat up these last 3 games. With Rashad Penny starting to break out in Seattle. They got it. Seattle has to end the year strong.
Yes,
it's gonna be man. Arizona's definitely on the watch list.
We'll see if they fall. They fall from grace in that 3rd spot. If Dallas overtakes them over the next few weeks, Dallas has a couple conference games. They got to play the Eagles. They got to play New York. They got to play Washington. So it's going to be interesting to see there. But Rams and Cardinals, man. Cardinals are going to be a team to watch over the next few weeks. See what that looks like.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
League review. Pick a game that stood out.
Pick a game that stood out.
Pick a
Pick a
game that
stood
out. Week 14.
Can you go back up before I go to this initial one that I was looking at?
Yeah.
Just to make sure I'm not overlooking anything.
I'll read them off. We got the Steelers, Vikings, Ravens, Browns, Titans, Jags. Ain't really one to think of. Chiefs, Raiders, Saints, Jets, Cowboys football team.
I think you just got Bills and Bucks, to be honest, man.
Yeah, that's for me too. Bills and Bucks.
Bills and Bucks, man. And I think, no, man. I can't. God, what would it be like if the Bills didn't make the playoffs? Right?
I don't know. Last week. Let's talk about last week. They were complaining about Patriots. They just ran the ball. They didn't pass the ball. This week the Bucks passed and ran it up on you.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, 31 for 46, 363, 2 touchdowns. Leonard Fournette, 19 for 113 and a tug.
So what's the excuse now? At this point,
they had, and this is the thing that's getting me with the Bills. They made a comeback, did their part in the second half, was the better team in the second half, won it the second half, got to overtime and had the ball first, and went 3 and out. This is 2 weeks in a row. Josh Allen has had the chance to win the game and didn't win the game. And so now I'm not going to throw him in that box, but he had the chance against New England to win it. He didn't win it. He had the chance against Tampa Bay to win it, and he didn't win it.
Yeah.
And so...
Hear me out. The Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen are going to end up being the San Diego Chargers with Phillip Rivers.
It's very possible.
If they miss the playoffs this year, which I said that they would, and that Indianapolis would take their spot. After seeing them perform this week, man, it's you can't have a first half like that where you end. Would they end the half 24-3? 24-3. Scored 7 in the third, scored 17th in the fourth, go to overtime, 3 and out. There's some dudes that you just watch and they just don't got it.
Yeah, I think they had a stat that they were like the first team that didn't have a rush attempt in the first half.
Yeah. Well, from a running back, Josh Allen's doing all the running.
Yeah. So like, you're not gonna win, dude.
That's got to put somebody on the Bills coaching staff on the hot seat. If they don't make the playoffs, somebody's getting fired.
Yeah. Somebody will. I actually heard that they're
coordinator.
Both of the coordinators is actually getting a lot of noise for head coaching possibilities. So, but after this, one of them, if they don't make it, one of them might want to leave voluntarily. Just go take a job somewhere. Get out, bro. Tampa Bay, man. Tampa Bay's just looking more buttoned up as you go week by week. Just the team that we said, there's teams who start good, and then there's teams who finish good. And Leonard Fournette, man. Leonard Fournette, who would have 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? He was ready to write him off, and here he is still doing the thing. So, yeah, he's up. Last year was Ronald Jones, but now is Leonard Fournette, man. If he's keeping his pace of play up, it's going to be tough to see many people really holding with them.
And they're doing all of this. Without AB. AB's not even back yet.
Yeah.
And their defense is not fully healthy.
No, they're not.
That's just wild to me. I think Ronald Jones is still going to play a big role going into the playoff as their change-up back. But man, they're looking poised to make another Super Bowl run, man, to go get Tom Brady. What, number 8? Number 8. That's so dumb.
That's tough.
Like, there's no. Let's talk about that for a quick minute, man. There's nobody in the history of football that's going to be able to touch this. I don't care what evolves and what happens. No one is going to touch this 7-ring wearing Thanos looking Tom Brady dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, all the hype of Patrick Mahomes, great. That's amazing.
I think I believe it now. if he wins this year, he walks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I believe if he wins this year, he walks.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the only way he leaves this year. Is if he goes back to back and wins it this year, I believe he'll walk.
Mm-hmm.
If he loses, I think he's gonna come back. But if he wins, he's gone.
He's been back to back before, right, with the Patriots.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't, it'll be like the first in history to do back to back with two different teams.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Because he went back to back, lost one.
And it was like a 10-year gap.
Yeah.
Did it again.
Back to back, lost one, won one with the. Yeah, yeah. That's stupid. This man is 20 plus years in the league. All right, man. That wraps up week 14, man. Let's go into week 15. Kind of get a quick preview. We got a Thursday game.
Thursday night. Chiefs Chargers. Wings and watch, baby.
Wings and watch.
Yes, sir.
Creamies with
Get your
Pale.
wings. Tomorrow I'll be going to Target. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to, well, I'm not going to say unfortunately because I might like it. I might have to buy a whole case. It was $9 at Target, so I might have to buy a whole case for the creamies. You know what I'm saying? But my wife knows tomorrow we are getting on the road, doing our shopping, and I have to find this drink. And they said they have it at Target, and it's a box. It was $8.99. So you know what I'm saying?
If I can find a tall can, I'm going to get a tall can.
Yeah, that's why I went to Quick Trip and try to show you. I was like, yo, these are tough. The guy was like, oh, you're going to get an IPA, man? I was like, yo, I'm looking for this one. I was like, man, dude, I wish we had that one here. Like, it is a local gas station, so I ain't going to. They had the two other flavors. They didn't have that one. So, yeah, I'd definitely go grab it. Thursday, y'all watching? Thursday, tap in. Get your favorite flavored wing. What's your favorite wings? Favorite flavor?
I still can't taste nothing right now.
I'm not gonna lie.
Before that,
I'm a mild. It's starting to be a tie. Mild lemon pepper and garlic parmesan. Those are like my three.
There's something about Parmesan that I just don't like. I had a bad experience.
I'm doing garlic Parmesan for Thursday. And I said I'll resend y'all that TikTok that showed the sauce if I didn't make it. That's what I'm gonna do Thursday.
I gotta go with like some Thai chili wings or some honey barbecue wings.
Thai chili, fire.
Lemon pepper's my stuff too.
Lemon pepper, man. I haven't. So this is my problem with lemon pepper out here. I have not had a good one, man. Like the best lemon pepper I've ever had was when I was in Texas in college. And now some people hole in the
it's
wall
like
place.
Some people just melt butter and put lemon pepper seasoning in it and be like, use this. Like, come on, cuz. You can't do that, bro.
Like the spot I went to in Texas, man, you can see them. They had the whole pepper ring, bro. They went through the process, 3 or 4 back and forth into the bowls.
Yeah.
But Thai chili or some honey barbecue, only because that's my options in Utah. Like,
yeah.
I like Thai chili and lemon pepper. Those are my top 2.
Mango habanero, y'all ever had that?
No. I stayed away because of the habanero part.
The mango cancels the habanero, and it makes it.
I do need to try it out.
Nice little It's bomb. But anyway, we're gonna be watching that on Thursday. It's gonna be we're gonna have a little bit of highlights for the NBA. We don't want to burn that out with y'all. We're gonna have some highlights from the NBA. We're gonna get right into
just too good of a game, man. Just too good of a game. We want to see this.
And how often can we watch a game and not get copywritten for it, bro? It's all good.
Get copywritten. It's all good.
We might be not monetized, but it is what it is.
I like. To be honest, at this point right now, I like the Chargers. I like the Chargers in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. I think they sweep them and they end up winning the division. And this one, I had the Chiefs winning the division in the beginning of the year. They're the leaders right now, but I think if they sweep the Chiefs, I think they end up winning the division.
Yeah.
I got to give it up to the Chargers coach, man. I'm pro Herbie all the way. I love Justin Herbert. Love Austin.
Hey, Herbo.
But, man, that coach over in San Diego or L.A., this man got some bolos of freaking coconut size, man.
Yeah, Brandon Staley.
I think I seen this stat. He was like 16 for 20 on 4th downs. Like, this man. It's week 14. You went for it 20 times.
Yeah, that's their identity. So like the first time they played Kansas City, like it was like middle of the second quarter. I think he went for it on like a 4th and 9. And everybody was like, why would you do that? And they was like, they end up catching the ball and getting a flag, so it still worked out regardless of what it was. But they was like, why would you do that? And then a backstory came out of Brandon Staley, and like he had passed cancer, like he beat cancer, right? And then he was like, yo, I beat cancer, so if I fell on the 4th down, who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? Like that, like that's his that's his mentality. He was like, yo, I beat this. If I fell on the 4th down, whatever. Like, I don't care. That's their mentality. And he has that trust in Herbert and that team. Like, that team knows it. Like, yo, if we're in a spot where we're gonna go for it, we're going to go for it.
Yep.
Which for me, it's the best way to live or die by. You know what I'm saying? You don't change up who you are. You go for it.
That's Riverboat Ron too, man. Riverboat Ron in Carolina. I remember he was famous for that. But I've been watching my film.
Harbaugh and Lamar when they lost to Pittsburgh. Like, dude, I remember I was grabbing barbecue. They're like, he's going for it. He went for it all year, bro. Like, he's not about to. He's just looking at Lamar to make sure, like, what's the call? Like, that's it. And, they missed it, but you go for it. I think when you have that, you go for it every time. You don't come back on it. Yep. You move on it. And so I expect, I'm not even gonna lie, man. I think this is now. So we come back Thursday. I know we're gonna do our little research on it, but if I could hot take it right now, Mike Williams is the Kansas City killer. You know what I'm saying? Mike Williams always seems to make big plays and have big production. I don't know if he's going to be on. I think they said he was out this previous week. I don't.
He's questionable. He's expected to play.
Yeah, I don't expect him to have big numbers, but I do expect him to take advantage of the mismatch in red zone situations. Kansas City. It's all going to revolve around Chris Jones, and I got money. Herbert's going to go at Sorensen every single time he has a chance.
Oh man.
Facts.
Oh man. So I was watching film. I told y'all I was gonna do some research going into this game, man. I've been watching clips here and there. I've seen every time. It's almost like his philosophy is, if we're on their 45, I'm gonna go for it. Anywhere past their 40 to 45 yard line in their territory, I'm gonna go for it. It's just as good as a punt, bro. Like, what's flipping the field when you're playing a team like Kansas City?
Yeah.
What's flipping the field?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm going to go for it. Worst that happens. Like you said, they get a turnover. I have been impressed with San Diego's defense as of late, for sure. Their offense doesn't do them any favors by having a couple of 3-and-outs, putting them on the field back-to-back possessions. But San Diego's defense has been stepping up, man, for sure. I think they're starting to figure it out.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What you got in this game, Polly? Glad we're not doing pick'ems.
I got the Chargers. I think they win by 10 in this one.
Ooh.
Wow.
Damn. AC's favored by a field goal.
I think they win by
crazy because it's an away game.
I think that's all just them giving the favor on Mahomes, Tyreek.
Yeah, that's just
Kelsey.
That's just media favoritism.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The next game that we're going to be watching and keeping a close eye on is my Philadelphia Eagles against the Washington football team. Battle of the 6 and 7s in the worst conference in the NFL. I would say we're the most balanced. We're the most balanced conference in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? We always have one with like a 2-game better record, and everybody else is just scrapping and fighting for placement.
Yeah.
I think the worst right now is probably the NFC North. It's just Green Bay and anybody else.
Yes. Yep.
I do believe whoever loses this game does not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what I can say.
Is Jalen playing this game?
Yes.
I do believe whoever loses this game doesn't make the playoffs, but I also believe Philly wins comfortably. Something just telling me, I'm not going to say Washington's tapped out, but something just giving me the feeling that Philly's going to win comfortably. Run game's going to control. When you have a run game like that, me watching how people with it, like Dallas was able to kind of move on him early. Carolina had a little success on them early. You know what I'm saying? I think Philly with the run game should dominate, time of possession, take control of the ball, and make them play from behind right there. And I think Philly should get a good win here. I think the line is at where it's going to be at, and I think it's about right. I got Philly winning and Washington taking the soil.
I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so. We got a healthy Miles Sanders who was able to sit this last week in the bye week. Boston Scott behind him. I don't know if Jordan Howard's going to be healthy. We'll have a healthy Jalen Hurts. A week off after watching Minshew Mania, so he's had 2 weeks to rest. So I do think we come out on top, man. Hopefully come out with a win, and we won't be cemented, but Washington will definitely be soiled.
Yeah.
What about you, Polly?
Yeah, same. I think with Jalen Hurts back, that just adds another dynamic to that offense that Gardner Minshew didn't have, which is running the ball.
Yeah.
So that's going to be hard to stop the run and stop Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So
Gardner Minshew loved the hell out of throwing that ball to Goddard, though. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I benched Goddard too.
Ooh, tough.
Only week I benched him.
Hey, real quick, can we talk about the success that Zach Ertz has had in Arizona?
Yeah.
Man, he's been their leading receiver since he's gotten there. That's
man.
Good for him, man. I'm happy for you, Ertz. It's too bad you're on the team that tapers off at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next game we're going to be watching pretty closely for Week 15 is the Packers and the Ravens. Battle of brotherly love.
Battle of brotherly love.
Hopefully Lamar is healthy for this game, man.
Even when he's healthy, he's going to lose.
Oh,
we win by 20.
Y'all know who Paula's speaking.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. This is Lamar has to put on a performance. I don't even say performance this week. I just think they got it control. But man, the Packers, when they just turn it on, bro, it's just a wrap, man.
I'm gonna call it now, bro. Aaron Rodgers is gonna throw 4 touchdowns and 350 plus. This man is gonna go out there, look at that corner, that secondary, and he's just gonna salivate.
I'm not even gonna lie, yo. I'm so glad the Pickens is done because I was gonna pick the Ravens to back Tua up just off of principle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. This game gives me nothing but just 4 TDs first half for Rodgers. That's what it gives me, man. Like that's the feeling I get when I look at this game and I'm looking at how both teams are going. I'm like, yo, Rodgers is gonna snap early and fast.
Man.
And so we got
AJ Dillon and we got Aaron Jones healthy.
And so this puts a loss in for Baltimore, puts them in a very, very bad spot because then Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh are lurking right there. And they'll find their way going from quick to number 1 to like Buffalo being right there, number 7 in the hunt, maybe finding themselves on the outside.
Can't believe I'm saying this, man, but I think the Steelers find a way to get into the playoffs. Ben's last year.
I think so too. I would like so.
It's gonna be ugly, but they're gonna find a way.
Not for Big Ben, for TJ Watt and for Mike Tomlin. They'll do damage.
Let's talk about Chris Claypool. That boy has been selling.
Chase Claypool.
Oh my goodness! This man sold that game when he celebrated the end.
And he blamed it on his own lineman.
Yeah.
He blamed it on his own lineman. He said, "Oh, the ref wasn't there. He knocked it out of my hands." You wasted 5 seconds on that celebration.
So, I think
you damn Canadian.
Claypool. So Steve Smith gave an analysis on the Pittsburgh wide receiving core, right? He said Juju is a number 2. It's the best he is, but he's a good number 2. He said Deontay Johnson, right, is the one who has the potential, but he can't catch consistently. He said Claypool is only slants to verticals. He says, so if you force him to the verticals, he says, which he does a great job of it, when you give him the 50-50 balls, he's pretty good at getting them. He said, but that's not what makes the number one to him. He was like, but that's the way the NFL is trending. That's why he was like, I'm high on Justin Jefferson, because Justin Jefferson does everything.
Oh man.
Like, yeah, he was like, Smith does everything. He said, so a lot of these receivers who aren't number one are getting number one numbers because of the schemes and stuff like that, which is giving a falsehood. The thing that made me mad, just like Paula said, was I was like, give Claypool a little break, whatever. It's just like in his character. But he really was like, well, the lineman knocked the ball out of my hand and that wasted 5 more seconds. And I was like, oh, bro, you should just have said, I got to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people had that clip of, remember the clip we shared last year all the time when Fitzgerald ran and grabbed the ball from D-Hop and ran and set it in the middle and saved him that time. And he was like, this is the difference between why you're going to stay good to being great is this. And so, like the OBJ play, the receiver reverse, the little pass where he ran out of bounds backwards.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it kept the clock running.
That was huge.
Kept the clock running. It's huge. Like these are like it's the little subtle things that a lot of people, which I fear going forward, the game's going to miss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad that the announcers caught that, because I don't think OBJ would have gotten that credit otherwise.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge veteran move, man. That's a huge veteran move.
And you can even see him when he got out of bounds, he was like running his hands like, the clock got to keep running. The clock got to keep running.
He was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm a fool sometimes, but I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So Claypool, man, Pittsburgh's in a tough spot. And if I could give them a suggestion, and Pittsburgh is like Minnesota. You couldn't get off your quarterback because your contract wouldn't allow you to trade him. And it was just too much of a cap hit to get off of him. So you did what you had to do. You bit the bullet and you went with him. You know what I'm saying? Followed it through. What they do after, I'm really excited to see what they do after. Because I want to see what Mike Tomlin decides to do with a quarterback after this.
That's a hell of a franchise to have never seen what they're going to do with a quarterback or what's next, right? Like, is it Dwayne Haskins? Is it Rudy? I don't even know what the hell his name is. What's his name?
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph. I call him Rudy, bro. But who's it going to be? It's going
I can
to
tell
be
you
interesting to
now,
see what they do.
I don't think that quarterback that they're going to have is on that roster right now.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that they're going to have that 1-year rebuild just like how the Patriots have.
New England.
Yeah. I think they're going to have the same success that they had the previous year that the Patriots had, and going to have that next year. So
yeah.
So you don't think they find somebody in this upcoming draft?
Kenny Pickett is the name I keep hitting push to him because he's and this is one thing that I hate about late risers, right? It's the Joe Burrow effect, like I told y'all, people who catch on late. He's been in college all of his entire eligibility. He's a local Pittsburgh college kid. Rumor came out that Pittsburgh Steelers don't like drafting kids from the college because they don't want conflict of interest if the kid's a bust. That's why they said they let Dan Marino walk and Darrell Revis walk. Like and Aaron Donald, they just always avoided drafting people from the college because if they became a bust, they felt like it would affect their fandom. So if you told me there was a quarterback in this draft class that I think fits them best, it's Matt Corral. Because I do think Ole Miss quarterback. He's a slinger. He can launch it, bro.
Scrappy dude.
Kenny Pickett. Yeah. Kenny Pickett's polished. But I don't see like a ceiling breaker with him. You know what I'm saying? I just see a guy who's played around his people long enough and he's not gonna make many mistakes. I don't know how much they're willing to move for a quarterback. Watson, if Russell, which people are pushing out there, or Rodgers. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't believe that quarterback is on the roster, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing they're going to go and trade for a quarterback, just for the fact that I'm also looking at their weapons, right? Or lack thereof. There's no clear number one. Like you said, it could be Deontay Johnson. He has a problem catching. Could be Claypool, very limited in his ability. Juju, he's a solid number 2. We've said that for a long time now. So I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what Mike Tomlin does, man. We haven't had an opportunity to see him really develop a quarterback.
I'll throw out a dark horse name.
Like
I'll throw out a dark horse name. I will throw out a dark horse name that I think people might want to consider that could make their way to Pittsburgh, and it's Derek Carr. I think the Raiders is about to just be like, yo, we just got to tap out and redo this, and I can see them moving off of Derek Carr for fairly cheap. Not fairly cheap, but I think you could look back at them and be like, okay, give us Derek, give us one of the receivers, give us a pick or two, and then go from there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Let Mariota play.
Yeah.
Please.
But I also do think, like you said, like Paula said, I think the Pittsburgh fan base is gracious and clearly loyal enough to where you said, hey, we need 1 year to get this right.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be cool. I think they'll be like, all right, cool.
Cool, man. Going into the power rankings for the top 10, man. Let me pull this up on the screen. Top 10. We'll start on the right side of the screen with the number 10 up to number 6. We'll go 5 to 1, and then we'll shuffle as needed.
Top 10. Do we have? I can't remember. Do we have our previous list?
Yeah.
You got it, Bob?
Oh no, I don't have it.
Mine is on my phone. I can't grab it right
let
now.
me see if I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it in our notes. That was a week 20, 21. The power tower. All right. So I'm gonna throw it up here. What our power tower looked like before.
Which was a couple weeks ago. We did this after week 12, right?
Put the clots. Colts at 10. Ravens at 9.
Bumble clots.
The Bumble clots. The Bucks. I think that was the Rams. The Pats. And then 1 through 5, we had the Bills, Cowboys, Titans, Cardinals, Packers.
This is crazy.
Right? Because I'm looking at it like,
crazy.
damn, was this really what we had?
This really was what we had.
That's tough.
So this was our top 10, our power tower. I think it was after week 11.
Week 12. Week 11, week 12. It was a couple weeks ago.
Week 11, week 12. This is what we had.
So let's all propose one move. I'm going to propose one move right now. The Bucks go to number 2.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Sure.
Mine is
Packers is still number 1 to me. Bucks go to number 2.
I'm gonna say the Rams to 5.
The Rams to 5?
Yeah. I think the Bills make their way out of the top 10.
Bills is out of the top 10. Bills is out of the top 10. And to be honest, the Bills is out. And the Ravens is out.
Ooh. Bills and the Ravens out. So does that leave room for like Cincinnati? Oh, the 49ers, Cincinnati. Let's
put Kansas. All right.
Kansas City. Let's go 1 through 5, and then we'll go 6 through 10.
Okay.
Packers, Bucks, Rams, Pats, Kansas City.
That's 1 through 5 for you?
That's what I would do 1 through 5. Packers, Bucks, Rams, Patriots, Kansas City.
Yeah. I would probably have the Pats at number 3.
Honestly, I agree with the Pats at 3. Maybe the Rams at 4.
I could do that. I could switch that.
Just because of consistency of the Pats in comparison to the Rams that we've seen over the last handful of weeks since week 11, week 12. I think I'm more comfortable with that. The Chiefs at 5, I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know about the Chiefs at 5. I think they're in the top 10, but I don't think they're 5.
6.
I could give them 6.
I would actually do the Chargers at 6.
I'll do 7 for the Chiefs.
Damn, 7.
I don't.
Wait, where's the Cardinals?
Actually, Cardinals got to be 5. To me.
I think Cardinals 5. Yeah, Cardinals be 5.
Where you at with Cardinals at 5, Vita?
You can do Cardinals at 5 because I like the Cardinals more than I like the Chiefs right now.
That rounds out our top 5.
Yeah, I don't want the Chiefs at 6 either, though. I think that's still a little high for them. Even though they're playing good.
Aside from being a hater of the Chiefs, I can put them at 6.
Yeah, I go Chiefs 6, Chargers 7.
Yeah, it was either 6 or 7 for me, but I don't know.
They've put together a good handful of games since week 10, week 11, week 12 to where I'm gonna say, all right, y'all got it. Chargers at 7.
Right.
Yeah,
Chargers 7.
That leaves 8, 9, and 10. We got Colts in 10 from a couple weeks back.
They could be 8.
Colts at 8. I think the last tough loss that they had was to the Bucks.
Let's see. Let me see on the other side.
Because we still got the 49ers. I almost want to put the
49ers
there. Yeah, 49ers.
Wait. The Cowboys.
Oh, damn. We let the Cowboys off completely.
My bad.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Cowboys got to go 6 then, and we got to move everybody down.
No. I got to disagree there. I still like the Chiefs more right now than I like the Chiefs and the Chargers more right now than I like the Cowboys.
Okay, so do they fall at 8 then?
I can put them at 8, but I still like the Chiefs and Chargers right now more than I like the Cowboys.
Ooh.
I think I'll give the Cowboys 7.
Did they beat
you
the
could
Chargers?
you could argue me on the Chargers, but I can't put the Cowboys over the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chargers and Cowboys played today. Who won?
Cowboys, Chargers.
If they played today.
The Cowboys already won. Oh.
Remember, but the Cowboys won off that whack
call,
illegal shit.
That was early in the season. We're talking about,
and the Chargers did that 2 more times before they finally cleaned it up.
If we're talking, we're talking about right now.
I think the Cowboys still win. I think the Cowboys still win because Chargers still can't stop the run.
That's true.
That's all I'm basing it. Yeah, I don't think.
Again, I can flip flop on either one of them. I wouldn't be too mad, but I can't put the Cowboys over the Chiefs.
Cowboys 7, Chargers 8.
And I'm gonna be very, very honest right here. I still feel like when I look at this list just right now, 1 through 8, it's very tough for me at the end of the day to be like, yeah, man. It's one glaring hole when I look at all of these, and it's Mac Jones being at 3.
Luckily, we're not putting Mac Jones there. We're putting Bill Belichick there.
Yeah, we're putting the Patriots.
Yeah. We're putting the Patriots there. But then when I go through and I'm like, and I really matched him up. But again, it is a power rankings. But I'm just saying, when I look at this list, I'm like, Mac Jones is sitting with the team at 3. But again, I'm not gonna be against that.
I gotta try not to put too much weight into that for the fact that that man has not been asked to do anything at all. Yeah. Now it'd be different if he was in a Joe Burrow, in a Joe Burrow kind of situation where it's like, we need you to win games, right? Mm-hmm. Or even a Jay Herbo situation. Yeah, the same thing. Yeah. Let's get the strawberry one. Yeah, but I think if he was in that kind of situation, maybe. But for the fact that holistically, this man is doing his job.
Yeah,
I can't discredit him for doing his job.
I think 3 through 5 is so interchangeable.
Yeah.
That I don't know. I think if we put matchups on each of them, I think the Patriots still end up winning out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, Pat's got to stay there for the fact of consistency.
And they're number one in the AFC.
Yeah, these dudes are outperforming expectation. Every week, I feel comfortable picking the Pats, saying they're going to find a way to win this game.
Cool. Mm-hmm. So who's our last two?
49ers got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah. And the Colts. So I think the Colts stay at 10 and 49ers go at 9.
I'm okay with that. I don't think. Yeah,
I could do that.
I think they can interchange, but like.
Yeah, I could do that.
49ers are really healthy right now, and they're getting it going. So.
Yeah, I think currently at this moment, I would give the 49ers a little more than I would do the Colts.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Chiefs,
so that's
Chargers.
Oh, this is our little
Chargers. Cowboys, Chargers.
Second.
49ers found their way into the power tower. Colts. Yeah, man,
so
I'm okay with that.
Two teams dropped off on our power rankings, and that was the Ravens and the Bills.
Ravens and the Bills, yeah. Bills. I don't think Bills will work their way into this conversation anymore.
I think injuries took the Ravens out of this top 10.
Yeah, injuries moved them out.
They had no business. They had no business even being in this conversation after all the injuries they went through in the beginning of the year. But Lamar Jackson, man, you take out the engine, that shit ain't gonna run no more.
Nope.
So cool. That's our power tower going into week 15. I'll make sure to have this visual up for us next time in a couple of weeks. Unless y'all want to revisit this next week, we can also revisit it next week.
Yeah, we can do our final adjustments each week.
What's up, Ezra? TTE Ezra.
Hey.
Y'all should know, man, we a family show. This is how we do it. Life happens, man. Just a reminder to everybody watching, we don't stop our life to do this show.
We don't.
This happens with life, man. Y'all heard my wife ask me what kind of ice cream I want. Strawberry blondie, dog. What's up, Ezra? He's just still in the spotlight, man. I love it.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. So So at first, I almost had a problem with 49ers over the Colts because just a couple weeks ago, the Colts did beat the 49ers at home. Mm-hmm. But remember, we talk about trajectory, how your team's looking overall. And since that loss, the 49ers have been a better team. And Absolutely. When we look at the Colts, we go, well, Jonathan Taylor's a dog. The question mark is Carson Wentz. When we look at the 49ers right now, we're like, yo, they have 4 to 5 weapons. Well, put it like this. They have 3 weapons, Kittle, Ayuk, and Debo, that are firing on all cylinders right now. So I think that just makes them a more dynamic team currently at this moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, plus, the Colts just had a bye week. We ain't really got much to talk about when it comes to trajectory, right? We can't talk about what they did in a bye week. So naturally, they'll stay where they're at. And
they play the Patriots coming out of the bye, right?
Yep.
The Colts play the Pats coming out of the bye. So we'll have a top 10 battle there.
It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be, again, we could definitely, now that we don't like to do power rankings too early because we feel like it's waste. That's why we did it a couple weeks ago. But now we could be able to look at it and maneuver every week. Like I said, we have the Pats playing the Colts, so that's 3-10. We have 6 and 7 getting ready to play each other. 4 and 5 just played each other. So there's a lot of top 10 matchups coming in here. The Cowboys will be playing, the Cardinals soon. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of these matchups will be going on here, man.
We got the 6 and 8 playing this week on Thursday, which we're going to be watching live.
So, yeah, it's going to be good, man. Can't wait for Wings and Watch.
Good football next 4 weeks, man.
Oh, yeah. Coming next Tuesday, man, I'm going to rebuild the power tower. We're going to have a whole visual. We're going to rebuild this whole screen. We got this rink-a-dink going. This what we do, man. We evolve every episode. So Next football episode on Tuesday, man. I'm gonna have a whole power tower for us. We're gonna move the helmets into the power tower instead of having a name. We're gonna have the helmets for y'all. Some of y'all that are dyslexic, I love y'all.
Oh yeah.
Or like me, you just can't read.
Rams, Cardinals, Chiefs, Cowboys, Chargers, 49ers, Colts. It's a good list, man.
I think that's a great list.
I really do.
Cool. We have the playoff picture in there next, but we kind of talked about the playoff picture a good amount. This kind of takes us into final thoughts, man. Any final thoughts going into Thursday's game with the Chiefs and the Chargers that we'll be watching live here on TTE Talks?
This is probably the healthiest offense they faced all year. The Chiefs. They faced them early in the year when they were healthy and they lost.
Yeah. And they lost
at home.
And they got them at home this week, and they're gonna lose again. By 10.
I'm so glad we're not doing pick'ems.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm so glad that's over.
I
call it 34-24.
34-24.
Damn.
34-24.
I'm gonna call it 35-17. Chargers.
Yeah. That's you.
35-17. I think Patrick Mahomes continues to be careless with the ball. And I think the defense just take advantage of that, man. I think Sorensen's about to have like a $150 put on his head from either Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, or a combination of both. I think Austin Eckler gets it going soon. There's something about Austin Eckler, man. His first 5 to 6 rushes are typically 2 to 6 yards. Everything after that, man, this man just finds a way to get his bowling ball of a built body in there, man.
Yeah. I'll stand right now. I think I'm gonna go 31-27. 31-27. I think it's gonna be pretty back and forth throughout the course of the day.
Whew.
I do.
All right, y'all. Anybody that's watching this right now, and y'all watching this later, y'all make it this far. Make sure y'all drop
a prediction.
Drop a prediction. Score, player of the game. Score and player of the game.
Who's your player again?
My player of the game is gonna be Jay Herbo. He throwing for 350 plus, 3 tugs. And I think he rushes one in too. He's gonna throw 3 tugs. He's gonna rush one in.
I'm gonna
go Mike Williams, man. I think Mike Williams is gonna get 2 TDs
Ooh.
if he plays. I don't think they're gonna. And again, I don't think it's gonna be big numbers. I just think they're gonna catch him in the red zone, and that's gonna be it. They're gonna abuse that matchup when they get that chance. So
I'm gonna say Joey Bosa 3 sacks,
forced fumble.
Forced fumble. He's gonna do a G on them.
Okay, he going on the defensive end. I love it.
Be a good game.
Cool. We'll catch y'all here on Thursday. Same time as always. We'll probably be around game time, the start of game time. That way we can get it going a little early. We'll probably be live throughout the whole game, man. So, halftime show we'll probably break down first half performance. Y'all might have a concert from Ezra and Pale.
Yeah,
they got a single dropping.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit us up on the channel, follow all the socials, man. TikTok, YouTube. We out here, man. Get with us on Thursday, man. Y'all have a good night.
Deuces.